In today's video, we are surprising my dad by transforming his entire shed from this into his ultimate man cave and hooking him up with a new project along the way. Let's get stuck straight into it. G'day and welcome back to Trippin'. If you're new here, my name is Blake and this is Shanoa, and today, what are we doing today?
We're doing a complete makeover on Blake's dad's shed.
That's right, Dad's shed is a bloody mess right now, like most dad's sheds, except this mess is almost entirely because of me. Dad has been helping us smash out our GQ and 80 series build over the last few months, leaving this place looking like a bomber's hit it. The goal of today's video is to basically just turn this into the ultimate man cave and turn it back into how it should be. We've got a week to do this. Dad's away for a week. Mum and Dad have gone on a trip to Hamilton Island, so he's up there.
Their 30th wedding anniversary.
30th wedding anniversary, so they're up there drinking cocktails, drinking beers, going on boat cruises. We're going to be here transforming this entire shed, and I cannot wait to see his reaction at the end. We're going to do some pretty cool things in here. All right, that's enough yarning. We started by moving Dad's caravan and boat out of the way to give us much more room to work with, so we could get stuck straight into it. All right, so we started cleaning up the inside of the shed and we realized we have nowhere to put anything. So what we're gonna do is gonna move everything out of this side. Dad's old, what are you doing? What is that?
It's an old thing. I don't know if it...
Oh shit.
No, the pin's gone out of it.
The pin's, it's meant to be gone. Should we throw it at the wall? Anyway, Chanel's trying to set off this old fire extinguisher, but we need somewhere to put all of the stuff from the outside of the shed. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drag everything out of here and clean it off, and that'll give us a space to put everything from inside the shed, so when we paint the floor, everything can sit out here. Now, this is Dad's and my brother's HJ 1-tonner. It's been sitting here for years, hasn't been touched. My whole goal with this is now that my dad's finished working on all of my projects for the last 3 months, it's time, I think, that he starts working on this thing. So we started tidying up this area so we can drag this thing out of here and give it a good clean up, ready to go inside Dad's shed. It currently has a 202 6-cylinder engine, but was a factory 253 V8, which is what Dad wants to put back in it. Later in the video, we actually head up to Brisbane and pick up a 253 so we can sit it in Dad's man cave right next to the 1-tonner, ready to go into it. All right, this thing's got pop tyres. They're literally coming off the wheel, so we can't even blow them up. So we're gonna try and tow it out, and Chanel's gonna jump in and steer this thing while I tow it out with the ute. Not sure how this is gonna go, but you're about to find out. You gotta climb in through the window, I think.
Through the window?
Yep, might be snakes and spiders and everything in there.
Just send your wife in already.
Don't scratch it. Reckon you're gonna be able to handle that steering wheel?
No, your dad barely handled it. How am I gonna do it? Can you give me something to sit on?
Yeah. We can't hit the fucking poles. If we hit the poles and scratch this thing, we're dead. After a bit of a struggle, we got the old tonner out and it was time to get stuck back into the cleaning. What have you come across here?
This huge snake skin.
There's a big snake skin up here. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that might be our mate.
But look at all that.
Yeah, it's all curled up. There is a big python that lives in this shed. We haven't seen him in a while, but we used to see him all the time. Every time he'd come in here, you would see him, but he's massive. Chanel's freaking out because there's a wasp up there. But I know for a fact that there's a giant python, and I think he's up the top here. So when we get up there, it's gonna be a little bit hairy, so I don't know if we're gonna come across him, but I reckon we might, because he's in here somewhere, unless he's dead. Now we had this section of the shed looking much better, considering just this morning it looked like this. Shanoa kept going with this room as I moved on to the main section of the shed, which brought us to the end of day one. All right, now later in this video, we also surprised my dad with $1,500 cash to spend on building the 1-tonner. And that's thanks to the sponsor of today's video, Carly. Carly is a small but powerful device that simply plugs into your OBD port and communicates with all ECUs inside of your car. Once you've plugged it in and started your car, download the Carly app, create an account, select your make and model of your car, and you're ready to go. Now, one of my favorite features is the used car check. Carly does a full test on your car looking for any issues, in particularly if the mileage has been tampered with, which is perfect for buying second-hand cars. As you can see, Carly gives you a full report, and luckily for Dad, his car has come back all clear. Another feature is the diagnostics section, where Carly runs a full diagnostics test of your car, looking for any mechanical issues or codes in the system. You can then clear any codes or diagnose your car yourself, saving thousands of dollars of mechanics fees. You can also set service and maintenance reminders within the Carly app, so your phone gets notified when your car is due for things such as oil and filter changes. Now, Dad's car has been sounding like it's struggling to start recently, so I was interested to see if Carly would find any issues with the battery system. And as you can see, it's picked up that the battery is not in good shape with just 65% charge level, and it probably needs to be replaced. Mate, I'm so impressed with this little device. The amount of features it has, I've only just scratched the surface in this little video, but just being able to plug it in and read your live engine data if anything ever goes wrong in your car, or if you're going to purchase a second-hand car, quickly plug it in, do a full diagnostic check and a history check to see if someone's tampered with the odometer reading, anything like that. Having this thing in the center console of your car will be an absolute game changer. So I'm gonna put a little QR code on the screen. If you wanna go and check them out, make sure you go and check them out. There's also gonna be a link in the description. So go and check them out. You're gonna wanna get one of these for your glove box. Now, we have so much left to do, so let's get stuck straight back into this video. Good morning, it is day 2. We have got shit everywhere. We've got a trailer full of rubbish. We've got shit light out all over the lawn. We've got the HJ here. We've got so much crap everywhere, but we're slowly getting there, aren't we? Slowly getting there. We just got to get basically all the rest of this stuff out and start tidying up there, so we can clean the floor out and start getting ready to paint it. I'm not going to show you too much of this next bit because it's going to be a bit boring. We're just going to be getting all this stuff out. What we'll see is when all the stuff's out, we're ready to start cleaning up this floor. All right, I've got most stuff out. Still a few things in here, obviously, but we're going to attack this so we can get the trailer full of rubbish and offload it. I know for a fact that there is a giant snake that lives up there. I don't know if we're going to run into him, but I'd say we will be. But hopefully a giant snake means no rats or mice. I'd honestly rather one big snake than a heap of rats and mice. What do you reckon? Snake or mice?
I don't know.
I'd rather one big snake any day of the week. So, we're going to get stuck straight into this.
Can I play the music?
Yeah, play that shit.
DJ, hit that shit.
Can you chuck me some gloves? I do not want to pick that up with my bare hands. Shit.
What the actual?
That's going in the video.
No.
There's a giant spider and Chanel was supposed to kill it, but she missed it. It's at your feet, it's at your feet. It's gone now, what the that was a giant spider, did you get it? Use your hands and...
I'm not using my hands.
Far out. Get it. Now that we had everything out of the shed, it's time to give these floors a lick of paint. A lot of the old paint was flaking off. I actually planned to hire a concrete grinder and completely grind back the whole floor. We were running out of time until Dad gets home. So I ended up just getting as much of the flaky paint off as possible with a grinder and the pressure washer. And after leaving it to dry overnight, the next morning, Chanel got straight into painting the edges while I got the roller out. I'm a little bit nervous, I've never really painted anything like this before, but anyway, let's get stuck into it. After 2 coats and letting it dry for 24 hours, it's time to turn this area into Dad's ultimate man cave. Starting with all the shelving so we can keep this place nice and tidy. All right, we've just been playing around with where we're gonna put everything. We did have that over there, we moved it back over there. It is hard to fit everything in here and still make it look nice, so that's the trouble we're having at the moment. But I think this setup here is much more practical than the old setup. We've got this little section down here, welding section right here. This big table here, it's a giant table. You can barely reach the other side of it. So the goal with this table was to have it so we can use both sides. So you can use all the storage, use the top on this side, come around here, use the storage underneath, use the top on this side. Over here, we've got a little charging station. Might even be able to mount all those battery chargers on the wall. So yeah, at the moment, we've got this section. And then over here, we've got this section. We might put his TV up on the wall here, not sure yet. Still tossing up whether the TV is gonna go here, here, up there. I don't know. But it's coming together. We're getting some stuff back in here. Let's keep going. Now, this is Dad's first motorbike he had as a kid. He actually restored it a couple years ago, but it's looking absolutely filthy. So we decided to give it a good clean up. And I actually made this bracket to hang it up from the shed wall. Fucking heavy, this thing. All right, bikes on the wall looks absolutely sick. I would have preferred to mount it on the wall over there, but this was the only part with some structural steel that we'll be able to mount it to. So it still looks good there. What I'm going to put over there has just arrived in the mail and is inside here. Let's have a look at it. Look at that. This is a logo my dad come up with. He used AI, ChatGPT, to come up with a logo if you didn't see the last video. Yeah, he actually come up with this logo for his workshop, so I've gone ahead and got a massive banner printed out. Mate, that looks absolutely sick. I'm stoked with how it's turned out. Let's go ahead and throw it up on the wall right there. Bang, look at that. That looks gun.
Oh my god, that is so good.
You happy with it?
That is sick. Look at it. Oh my god.
Mate, that looks gun.
That just like makes it.
Is it straight or what? She's looking pretty good. Chanel's been in here absolutely slaving away. She's got all this racking up, trying to make it look as tidy as possible, but there's just so much crap, isn't there? So we've got more shelving going up here. Now, I'd just gotten word that Dad was going to be home in just 2 days. So I quickly made the 8-hour round trip up to Brisbane to pick up the 253 V8 engine. And the next day we lifted it off into the shed right next to where the 1-tonner is going to be. Chanel had the idea of making a wall of fame where we can mount Dad's TV and hang up a bunch of old photos and memorabilia. So that's exactly what we did. Have a go at this. Chanel's just finished up the Wall of Fame, Lockie's Wall of Fame. He's absolutely gangster. I've got some old photos of Dad's old cars down here. We've got Dad's old Chevy Camaro. This is an imported Chevy Camaro that Dad used to have. Here's Dad doing a skid in it when he's like, I don't know, 20 years old. This is him barefoot skiing in his old ski boat. We've actually got his ski mounted on the top up there as one of his skis. Down here is Dad's old HQ 1-tonner that he got done back in the day. It's very similar to the friggin' one we've got here. Another shot of the Camaro. And then down here we've got a bunch of Dad's old trophies from when he used to race back in the day at Oran Park in Sydney. What do you reckon about your wall?
I'm so happy with it. It's exactly what I was envisioning, and I think he's gonna love it.
You gonna love it?
Yeah.
Have a go at it. That is gangster. I want to say a big shout out to Stone & Wood. Now we've got ourselves a bar fridge. We just went and picked this up. Aldi special. Shout out to Aldi. Stone & Wood's hooked us up with 3 of these. So what's that? 3 times 16. I don't know how many that is, but he's hooked us up with a whole heap of beer. We're gonna fill Dad's beer. Dad loves Stone & Wood, so Chanel's gonna pack these into the new fridge. We've only got a couple hours left this afternoon, and then Dad's gonna be here tomorrow, so we're gonna get this done. Let's go. Now the most important thing, the beer fridge was done. The shed was coming together nicely. Today is the big reveal day. We only had a couple hours left before Dad would be home. And the last thing left to do was to put the 1-tonner inside the shed. So Chanel jumped back in the driver's seat and we ended up struggling for about an hour to get the bastard back into the shed. Yeah, go, go, go. Yes! Yes! Woo! Chanel got to some last minute final tidying up, and after 6 huge days, it was finally done. Now, it wasn't perfect, but considering what it looked like just 6 days ago, we were pretty happy with how it turned out. Finally, Dad has a usable shed where he can spend his weekends working on his own projects, all while watching the footy and having a beer. I think he's going to be absolutely stoked with it, and in saying that, there's only one thing left to do, and that's to surprise him. All right, it's been a mad rush. We got it all done, but it was just tidying up a few bits and pieces, and they've come in the driveway. I thought they were going to be another 20 minutes. But they're here. I just quickly slammed the door shut so he didn't see in here. But he noticed his caravan's gone and he's noticed a few things, so he knows something's going on. I had to tell him, don't go in the shed yet, so let's go out there. Let's go let him know what's going on and get his reaction. Well, we're just going to show you the shed. It's nothing special, but we just decided to clean your shed up because it was absolutely filthy. As you know, you remember what it looked like before? Yep. It looked like a bomb had hit it. We thought we couldn't get away without giving it a bit of a tidy up, so...
You didn't need to do that. I make enough messes.
Oh, that's right. It was all cosmetic, so you could open that up.
The sign. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And this on the floor.
Oh. Where did you find that?
Oh, we found it. 2 of them.
Unreal. I don't recognise the place.
Yeah, look at your wall. This is the wall of fame.
Lockie's Wall of Fame.
This is what Chanel done.
Cool. Wow. You guys must have been busy.
Yeah, painted all the floors and scratched them up a bit since, but that was the hardest part up there.
Oh,
And it's still a bit messy, but we've cleaned it all
What
up.
have you done up there?
Yeah.
I've been sitting back, sipping on coffee.
Yeah, we cleaned out, I pulled everything out from up the top and cleaned out the whole up top. We found some cool stuff up there, freaking hell.
Look at the motors.
Just Vistaprint.
How cool is it?
Yeah.
I think I was more excited.
That's cool. When we were at Hamilton Island, he was looking at the pictures of the shirts.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, "These are nice."
Yeah.
He's like, he loves.
It's pretty cool, eh?
Here's your bike up there.
Well, I thought I'd get it off the floor anyway and save up some room. We need to get the internet working. So we went in here watching the footy every night, last night, eating dinner in here.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. We need a bar.
Well,
We need a, oh yeah, Stoneham Wood hooked us up. So these are all from Stoneham Wood. Sent us out some
Are
beers.
you serious?
Yeah. Ooh. That one?
I don't need to drink it, but I reckon I will. I don't drink beer on me, but lots of ways to say.
Wow.
Cheers.
Wait,
That's all right. But anyway. No, you need to stop working on my cars and start working on this thing.
Yeah, start doing something for yourself.
Well, it's your engine now. It's,
Right, too.
Where'd you find these?
in Brisbane. I drove up to Brisbane and brought it back.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I know, we're still going to tidy it up a bit more, but
I
we
can't
sort of...
believe you did all that. I mean, we've only been gone 6 days.
Chanel had done all these, yeah.
I've redone all the timber.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
But at least you can walk around in here now.
Yeah.
But another thing, we ended up selling a few shirts and we got a sponsor of this video, so we got some cash as well.
I'm not taking
No,
it.
you gotta, it's for the car, it has to be spent on the car.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, no, it has to be. It has to be spent on the car, so
I don't want
that's for
money.
No, it's from the shirts. We sold the shirts and the sponsor, Carly.
Money. I don't want
Carly's the
money.
sponsor of the video.
Because I love working with you, mate.
No, that's all right.
I think it's safe to say he was pretty bloody stoked with the shed, and he's spent pretty much every single day in here since. And it didn't take him long to get stuck into building the V8 for the 1-tonner. Thanks heaps for watching this video. See you on the next one.